Yeah, what do you say about Rodri being the best player in the world?
Been saying it, man. Rodri is the GOAT. So many players, so many professional players have said it. We have now seen Paul Scholes say it. That's what more do I have to say about Rodri? I know that we had something to say about Rodri. I think he brought something up about Pep, Messi, and Ronaldo.
Yeah, so Rodri had a little interview, I think with a Spanish network. And he said Cristiano Ronaldo was able to match Lionel Messi without any natural talent. But as players who face them both, we know the difference. With Cristiano, we didn't want him to enter the box because he was deadly there. But with Messi, he would be dangerous with getting the ball anywhere on the pitch.
Without any natural talent is like a little aggressive, no?
A little bit.
No, for sure. He's
A little aggressive.
See, I have a bone to pick with this situation. Because the allure with Rodri was that, no social media. He just plays the game. Why is he talking so much these days? It's like you win a Ballon d'Or, you can say whatever you want now.
Too many interviews.
I mean,
now.
fair, but
He's injured.
he's doing way too many interviews right now.
He's injured. He's got to
relax and rehab.
He's got to do something.
Like
But he's chatting. He's chatting about Kree. He's talking about Messi. He's talking about Pep. He's talking about Vini Jr. He's getting too many guys in his mouth, man. Like, just relax and stay off the scene like you already are. You don't have social media. Why are you acting like you do?
Because now with that Ballon d'Or, he built like a sort of platform for himself, and now he's going to build off it.
Yeah, but he's not the only player to do it. And I feel like he deserves to speak up a little bit because as a best player in the world, I think so.
Wait, so you don't like him talking?
It's the way he's talking. Like you just said. He said Ronaldo had no natural talent. He also said about Vini Jr., like he's got to learn to like not talk off the pitch is basically what he said.
Is he wrong?
Whether he's wrong or right, that's not something you should be saying. There's no reason for him to say that.
Weren't you one of those people that says you like when people do this stuff, like players do this type of stuff?
Do what? Call out other players?
No, but like are out there. This is about entertainment. Is this not entertainment?
Yeah, but calling out other players is way different.
Why?
It's disrespectful and
No.
very uncalled for because that was his runner-up for the trophy he won. So he's just going at his runner-up.
You know what was disrespectful?
What?
When Vinny didn't show up.
I never said
that's what was.
I was the one that's
disrespectful.
saying that was disrespectful.
Okay, so then why can't he do it back? You did to me, I did to you.
No.
Why not?
Wait. Be the bigger man.
He is the bigger man.
How? What do you
mean how? He won the Ballon d'Or. He's the bigger man.
Okay, no.
It's true.
Debate done.
It's true. It's done.
What,
You're right.
what kind of rebuttal was that to me?
It's a rebuttal. He's the bigger man. He won the Ballon d'Or. I could do whatever I want.
No, but that's not a rebuttal to the situation.
It is.
No, okay, whatever. Bad rebuttal. Next.
In your opinion.
I just think like the goofiest narrative is that Cristiano doesn't have talent, bro.
Yeah.
To make it this far in the game, you obviously have to have talent. That's like the funniest thing I hear.
Natural
when
talent. he's
debates
saying.
come out.
No, but natural
Yeah,
talent.
but of course he has
cour-
natural
no.
talent.
Of course, what Rodri said was absurd. He shouldn't have said that stuff. But for someone to say he didn't have natural talent, that he came this far and matched someone who was known as God-given talent, not for anything. I feel like that's more impressive. That starting from nothing, he was able to match someone who was just genetically built that way. Would you not say that's more impressive than the other?
Yeah, but it's not like he was like some scrub from Lisboa, bro. He obviously had talent.
No, he has talent, but it's also a kid at his age with the situation that he was dealing with and his lifestyle. It's hard for some people, definitely, obviously, right? There's a lot of
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Bro, what about Messi? This guy was taking steroids because he wasn't growing.
But he was already had that natural talent at his age.
That's another very interesting thing. Obviously, Messi has a natural talent, but he literally had to take technically like performance enhancing.
But wasn't this
drugs.
done? Wasn't this done after he was already like?
This was probably done when he was like 12.
But this was already after he was already seen as like a great player, even though he didn't have the size and probably didn't have like the physique to become one of the best. This was given to him after already, the eyes were already on him.
But does he make it without that?
He probably does, but he's
he
not.
doesn't.
He probably does.
He'd be like 5'1".
He'd probably be like 5'3". And we've seen players like Jovinko and Cini, all these short players make it. I don't think he'd be the best player in the world.
It wouldn't be him.
So where does Messi rank all time without PEDs?
We don't know. How are we supposed to know?
And where does Ronaldo rank without his mentality? Probably not playing football.
I don't know.
He'd probably have like a Quaresma-esque career if he didn't have mentality.
Oh, it's
Maybe,
true.
maybe.
It's because of his mentality that he's kept his form at this level.
Yeah.
He's the best player we've ever seen records wise. After he has better stats after 30 than before 30. When have you ever seen that?
So CR without mentality versus Messi without PEDs. Who's the better player?
We'll never know.
Let the viewers decide.
Damn. I might take Messi still. But no, I agree. Rodri's yapping way too much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for someone who's always been portrayed as this humble king, you know, quiet, letting his you know, his work on the pitch do the talking, no social media, no tattoos, this, you know, angelic footballer. Now all of a sudden he's yapping.
Isn't that
Not
due,
for me.
Isn't that due though? Like in due time, like he's able to actually speak up about something.
There's a difference between speaking out and just like being kind of disrespectful.
He's yapping.
It's the same people that say, how some guy who has no social media, who's not flashy, who's not doing this, winning the Ballon d'Or, and then when he wants to become out there, he wants to call out people. Then it's too much.
Why is he
That's
calling
a big
people
thing
out,
to say.
though?
Call out people.
Why is he calling people out though? Like,
As deservedly so. Everyone was talking shit about him.
What do you mean
Everyone was
deservedly
talking shit
so,
about
bro?
him. You guys were saying, some people were saying
The
he
players?
deserve it.
The players were talking
in
shit.
general. In general. Well, yeah, some players were talking shit, clearly. Kamavinga, other
No,
players
there was
were
not
tweeting,
talking
this
shit
guy
about
doesn't
him,
deserve
but
it.
just saying that he just didn't deserve it over Vini.
They weren't.
They were
talking
sneak
shit,
dissing
to be
him.
fair.
They were sneak dissing him.
Yeah,
They're
but
just backing their player.
Yeah,
They're just subtweeting, bro.
yeah, one,
What
they're
else-
backing their teammate. Two, like Rodri is direct dissing.
Would you rather not have someone be direct dissing than just being like
quiet.
or like, you know,
Ah.
subtweeting it?
Like you're talking about flashy. Yeah, Rodri, have a photo shoot with your Ballon d'Or. Start the Instagram now, but don't just like you win an award and now you're like, oh, I could say whatever I want about this guy, about
No,
this guy.
because at the
about
end of the
this
day,
guy.
Rodri knows he can say all he wants, but at the end of the day, when he goes back to Man City, he knows that the only reason that they're winning games is because of him.
Only reason's kind of crazy and like a
No?
little extreme.
Only reason.
This guy's
no?
the worst.
This guy's the
Only
worst.
reason.
Dude, Rodri's not the only.
Bro, I'm hearing
reason
people
they're
saying,
winning
"Oh, he's not the best midfielder in Man City." De Bruyne still plays soccer, bro. I didn't. What's the last time that guy started a game? De Bruyne.
He played last game, but he did nothing.
He didn't start.
He didn't
Yeah,
start. He
dude,
came on like the
but
70th.
all the
minute.
players
games.
coming
To say
on,
he's
like,
the
bro.
only reason they win games is kind of crazy.
Oh,
Because-
what other player that's out right now on that team is making a change or a direct impact?
It's not
when
just
they're on?
one player.
It's not Haaland.
It's not just
It's not
one.
just
So
one
what's the
player.
problem?
One player.
Why is Man City right now 5 in the last games?
Don't they have a
Losing
lot
the
of
last 5
injuries
games.
too, bro?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
Give me the-
okay.
Okay, Man City starting 11 without Rodri and whoever how you say injured.
Yeah.
Should they not be beating? Who do they face this weekend?
They beat Spurs.
Spurs?
They lost Spurs. Yeah.
4-0.
4-0 against Spurs. Spurs
Yeah.
also
At
have not
home.
been.
Dude, did you
Spurs
see,
have also not been like a strong team all
did you
season.
see the game though?
But
did
what's
you see the
missing?
game?
But what's missing?
Yes. Okay. Well, what about the game?
To be honest, bro, like not for anything, 4-0, but Spurs got lucky.
Why?
Dude,
Countered
you know
them.
how many chances City had
Okay.
that hit
Not-
the
You got to
post,
score them.
hit the post, like just missed. Like it was, they're just a little off. And you know what I think it is? I do think that Rodri makes a difference because when he's playing, obviously in that kind of anchor position, everyone else kind of knows what to do around him. Right now, like dude, they have Rico Lewis playing in there, who not for anything, very talented player, but he's not ready to step into a position that's that crucial at this time in his career. The player playing next to him, Gundogan, again, fantastic player, but not his best position.
Fell off.
Fell off as well. And not for anything, dude, like if you looked at that City team, they're getting a little old. A lot of these players that, were, stalwarts in the City team for the last few years, they're getting a little bit up there in age. They're being asked to do maybe something that they're not used to do. And they looked lost. To be honest, like when I was watching that game, like the back line and the midfield, like they didn't look as cohesive as they usually do. And I think it's because they were just missing a player. Obviously, in this case, Rodri, but any player that can play the 6, right?
So is this not what makes Rodri so good?
No, dude, because
Yes.
not for anything. Earlier this season, what's that guy's name? Was he Portuguese, Brazilian?
Nunez?
Nunez. When he was in that role, they were fine. They
So
were
why aren't
winning
they playing
games.
Nunez?
He's hurt. They're winning games. They're
So
top of the league.
They lost with him in the team.
Yeah, I saw they lost
Okay,
a couple
they
games. with
lost
him on
one
the team.
game, bro. Like,
But
They, they only lost one game with Rodri on the team.
okay, dude,
like-
that was also like a fake stat.
Nah, dude.
That was also a fake stat. They lost one game with Rodri. They lost like 4 games, but half of them were ties because of Champions League going extra time.
Okay, now those were all
They-
towards the end of the year too.
They
though.
got knocked out of Champions League. How did they go undefeated? They got knocked out of Champions League. Explain that to me.
They didn't go undefeated.
Okay, so
No one said that he
People were.
majority of the year he went undefeated.
people say Rodri hasn't lost a game in 18 months.
yeah, he didn't.
got knocked out of Champions League.
At one point, there was a pretty big chunk of time where he was undefeated.
Yeah, because they were tying and then losing in extra
It
time.
doesn't matter if you're tying; they weren't losing.
It doesn't matter. You're tying and getting knocked out of the Champions League. I think that matters. Does it
No,
not?
I'm saying as soon as they lost, then the time stopped.
It didn't stop.
Yes, it did.
They kept it going.
No, he did.
They did.
It's
The people
still
did.
it's still no excuse with the team
People
that
did.
they have to be losing against Bournemouth, to be losing 4-1 against Sporting, to be losing 2 games against Spurs and Brighton. Those aren't games that Man City should be losing against. If they're considered the champions and four times Premier League champions now.
Maybe
in
this
a
is-
row.
You know what? This is good for the league. To be honest, Premier League was getting a little boring.
No, I do agree with you. It's obviously
It's getting boring.
good for the league, but you're saying
But
Wha-
bad
what's-
for everyone
what's-
else's argument who still says Rodri's not the
Yeah.
best player in the world.
my thing is to me, I think the big issue is Rodri. To you, I think you think it's something different, right? You think it's all
No,
the players
He
in
has no
general?
idea what the issue is.
What do you think the issue is
I
then?
literally- dude, they don't have a 6.
That's
when,
Rodri.
when they had a 6 earlier in the year, they were fine, and it wasn't Rodri. They were completely fine. They're missing a 6. They're playing a kid who came up as a winger, then got shifted to right back, and now is being asked to play 6. And Ilkay Gundogan at the ripe age of 36 years old as a 6. And then not for anything, they don't play a traditional system where like you can mask defensive liabilities in the midfield with your back line, because your back line at City isn't actually a back line. It's literally just a Kanji, and he's just there by himself. And it's like, you know what I mean? You don't have that kind of guard in front of you that Rodri is. Rodri likes to sit back. He sits back, he dictates, controls the game. And not for anything, like Lewis and Gundogan, they haven't been doing a very good job of that. And they don't have protection. And that's the biggest thing. When they had you guys' name?
Nunez.
Nunez, when they had him earlier in the season,
I don't. But
I don't know why I get confused
I
with
don't-
him and the guy on Wolves.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Joao Gomes. I don't
Okay.
know why I get them confused.
But I don't-
Nunez came from Wolves. But dude, having a 6 makes a big difference.
I don't think Nunez is proper 6 though. Is he?
He's not.
He's not. I'm pretty sure he's an 8.
He literally
Six-
played.
six-
So I don't. I think
I just-
he's also there
6.
because Rodri's
He's not
injured.
6.
He's not a proper 6.
The games that the games that Rodri missed, Nunez didn't even play on as a full CDM. Him and Gundogan. Gundogan was the main CDM, and he pushed up as a left midfielder.
How do you know he pushed up as a left midfielder?
I just checked.
You checked the app?
I checked One Football, and it
Well, you
shows.
checked one football.
It
and you're
shows.
looking-
It shows his heat
Shout
map.
out to our great
You're
friends
looking
at
at the
One
lineup.
Football
Heat chart?
for supplying
He's looking at
stats.
the heat chart. The guy's looking at the heat
Yes.
map.
What else? What did you look at? Go
Look at
tell
the
me.
map,
Did you
bro.
watch the game?
Yeah, I did, bro. I watch every single minute of Manchester City every
But-
single week.
but
True.
I think what James is trying to say here is that Rodri or not, there's a hole in the midfield. Whether it's Rodri, whether it's Carlos Henrique Casemiro,
Thank you.
there's a hole.
No. You can't say
No.
Rodri or not. With Rodri, there's no hole.
well, obviously, there's a
obviously.
player there.
Because you said Rodri or not.
No, sorry, maybe my wording was a little off. What I meant was whether it's Rodri that's missing or someone else that's missing, a quality 6 is missing.
Okay, yeah.
Someone in that position.
Because, dude, not for anything, Manchester City was doing the exact same thing with Fernandinho in the midfield. And
Yeah,
how many
different
times
times.
did Fernandinho win the Ballon d'Or?
Different times, different
That's a poor argument.
How many times did
Yeah,
That's a
Fernandinho
terrible
win the
argument.
argument? No, I'm just curious.
Wait,
How
explain
many-
why it's a terrible argument.
Why?
Because this guy's
Because what?
he's saying talking about Fernandinho.
No, don't wipe your eyes. Bring
Fernandinho
it up.
was not even the best player on that team.
Based on what? Was he not the best player doing his job? He
But
was
he
the
did-
first name on Pep's team
He
sheet.
was playing center back sometimes.
He was
was
captain.
okay. So what? Anybody could be captain these
Who
days.
was the first?
He
Who was
says
the
Gatti, yeah.
first?
What did Fernandinho do with the national team?
Who was the first name on the team sheet?
What did he win? Exactly. What did he win with Brazil?
We're not talking. We're
What
not
did he
talking
win?
about that guy
What
to do with City.
did he
We're talking
win?
about City.
Yeah, but Rodri didn't win. Rodri didn't
What did he
only win
win
the
with Man
champ.
City?
The
Besides
Ballon-
Premier League
When
titles.
did we start talking about Brazil and Spain? I'm talking about Manchester.
Make your argument.
City.
This is part of the argument. We're talking about Rodri.
I'm talking about Manchester City.
But you're saying
you
no,
said-
no.
You
You said
literally
why?
said, why didn't Fernandinho win the Ballon d'Or?
Why
Yeah,
not? Why did he not win the Ballon
Yes,
d'Or?
Why did he not win the
Fernandinho
Ballon
did
d'Or?
nothing with Brazil.
Okay.
He did what? He won a couple Premier League titles with City. Did he win a Champions League? Did he win a Euro? Obviously, can't. Did he win a Copa
Was he the
America?
best player on Man City?
What does the Champions League 2 years ago have to do with him winning the Ballon d'Or this year?
Because he was the best player in the world for 2 years now. He should. I think he should have
It's
got
not a
there
2-year
before.
Ballon d'Or.
I
It's a
get
two-year
it.
Ballon d'Or. It's a
I get
one-year
it,
Ballon
but
d'Or.
this
It's a
that
one-season Ballon
put his
d'Or.
name on the map,
Okay.
and now this year because it's a what's it called? It's a
Relevance?
no, freaking whoever knows the most people gets the most votes.
It's a popularity
Popularity
contest.
contest.
So Rodri's good at networking.
So now that year put his name on the map, which
Okay.
brought to this year, and now he is deserving of that Ballon d'Or.
So does
Fernandinho would never.
that not just kind of like discredit like the Ballon d'Or a little bit?
Bro, was it not just credited like a long time ago?
So
Ballon d'Or is
why
not.
So why are we
importance on
putting
it.
so much importance on the Ballon d'Or?
Whoa!
You did. You just
Who
did.
No, I didn't.
You literally just said, "How come Fernandinho didn't win the Ballon d'Or?"
I didn't say that. You said Fernandinho would win the Ballon d'Or if he played.
I didn't. First of all, I never said Fernandinho would win the Ballon d'Or.
Did he not? What?
I never said. When did
Did
I
you not say it?
When did I say Fernandinho would win the Ballon d'Or?
You said if he was on this team.
I literally never said
Yeah,
that.
I
said
didn't hear that. I didn't
No,
hear
you
that,
said
bro.
so.
In my
Why
life.
didn't Fernandinho win the
Yeah,
Ballon
I said, why-
asked the
whatever,
question.
same
I said,
shit.
why didn't he win a Ballon d'Or for playing
Same
6 for
thing.
Manchester City? It's not the same thing. It's completely different.
Okay,
I asked the
why
question.
would he then? What does he do the same as Rodrigo?
Plays defensive midfield. He's the
if you think
anchor- he's the anchor of the
if you
team.
think Rodri only plays as a defensive midfielder and just stays as a defensive midfielder, you don't watch Man City.
Clearly
Same-
not.
same-
He's getting goals too.
Same thing with Fernandinho.
You don't watch Man City, man.
Nah.
Same thing with
Rodri
Fernandinho.
Rodri had what's it called? He had like 5 winning goals last year.
Okay,
Fernandinho probably had like maybe 5 like career goals with City.
that sounds a little extreme.
When I think of
Sounds very
Fernandinho, I think the first thing that comes to my mind is when he got dummied. Who dummied him again?
Vini.
Vinny, right? Vinny dummied the shit out of him. That's
Yeah,
the
but
thing.
how old was he? Like 40 at that point? Allow that, man.
I know, but I'm saying.
Okay, enough about this discussion because we're rambling here.
Okay, wait, I got
we are.
one thing that Pep
Okay,
said.
give me your input. Yeah.
Pep Guardiola tells Zigo, just give me my players back. You will see. It's difficult when you have to play without 4 central defenders, 2 holding midfielders, the best player in the world, Rodri, out, 3 wingers out. Just give me my players back. You'll see Man City.
Exactly.
My
they're
question
missing
is-
half their team.
Okay, but my question is, this City team is like no others. Other teams, there's very few teams, maybe Madrid as well, that have such a deep squad. Why can't City be? Why are they losing 5 in a row?
Lame excuse.
That's a lame excuse in my
I know
point.
exactly why. It
Why?
comes down to one player.
Who?
Rodri.
A few months back, Richarlison told France Football, if Vinny doesn't win Ballon d'Or, shit is gonna go down. And shit went down, bro. Man like Richarlison placed a curse on City. A la Yaya Toure, bro. And it's
He
in full
might have,
effect.
low key. I actually saw that. I saw that opinion. It was wild.
It's funny because the 5 in a row started with Spurs, and it's so far ending with Spurs. They're the
Yeah.
last team that they've lost
Is
to.
Richarlison still there, bro?
Yeah, he doesn't play.
Is he
Yeah.
just dancing in the change
Is
room?
he injured or what? I haven't seen him playing in so long.
Just dancing in the change
Sucks,
room.
bro.
Timo Werner's playing over him. That's crazy.
Okay, but the thing is that I can't understand how people still have that argument of Rodri not being the one of the best players in the world. And
The
like,
best player in the world.
No one's saying he's not the best player.
You
in the world.
are.
Okay.
When did I ever say that?
you guys keep going.
Bro, you're literally comparing to Fernandinho.
Because they both played
I'm not
defensive
saying he's the
midfield.
best player in the world.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
I never
What?
say
You're
he's
still
not-
saying Vinny?
I'm not saying
No.
he's a good player. I'm
I
not
think
saying
the
he's not a
best
good
player in the world
No,
is probably
no, but you-
Messi.
But no, okay, no, like right now. What do you
The
mean?
best footballer in the world? Yeah, I think you put
No.
Messi on a football
Who would
pitch.
win the Ballon d'Or right
Like,
now?
who deserves the Ballon d'Or?
Yes.
Yes, that's the argument.
Not Rodri.
Who?
Not Vinny.
Like this. Like
If we're
None of-
doing if we're
nobody,
doing-
like-
Someone deserves it. Someone's gonna get it.
if we're doing power rankings like right now,
He's gonna say
top
Yamal.
3.
No, not right now. Of last season, who deserved it from last season? Because the Ballon d'Or was obviously based off last season. Not right now.
yeah, top
We've
3
talked
is
about this already.
Yeah, we've talked this a million times. Top 3 is Rodri, Bellingham, Vinny. I mean, to be honest, I think they all probably deserved it like kind of equally. Like it was kind of one of those things where if any of them would have won, no one really would have been.
We're still
literally
talking about it
experiencing
right now.
No,
Yeah, because I think it's because an unconventional player won. You're used to being able to defend whoever won the Ballon d'Or with look how many goals they scored, look how many assists they scored,
Yes.
and now you're having to do more to give people a reason why they won. And obviously, when you're playing in that position, you're having a big impact on the game. You're more intelligent. You're controlling the game, and you're not just contributing goals and assists. So someone can't just look at the stat sheet and say, "Oh, look at Rodri, he scored 36 goals." You actually have to watch the game to understand that he's good.
Oh, really?
And because that's happening, now more people are uncomfortable with the conversation of him winning the Ballon d'Or. But I do think if any of them won, it's equal. Like I think realistically speaking, any of them could have won. Not one of them, I think, was like head and shoulders above the other. I think Rodri had the good advantage of winning both the Euro and the league. I think if England won the Euro, he's Bellingham's winning it. If Brazil win the Copa, Vinny's probably winning it. He just happened to win 2 major trophies in a season, and he won the Ballon d'Or. That's it.
And was the best player at that
No,
tournament.
I like how you mentioned uncomfortable because I'm uncomfortable saying Rodri's the best player in the world. It makes me uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable
Because-
with you saying that.
No, I'm sorry. It makes me uncomfortable. You know why? I want to take things back to the playground.
No.
Like, you go let's say 1v1. That's how we got to decide Ballon d'Ors. 1v1.
What is this? All right, guys. Next up.
Can Rodri get by
On the stage.
Can Rodri deke out Vini Jr. to score a goal?
Yeah, probably.
To be honest,
I don't think so.
And
Yeah,
can Vinny
probably.
deke out Rodri?
Oh yeah, easily.
Definitely.
Mm,
not. You don't know that.
definitely
You don't
not.
know that. You don't know that.
to be honest,
I think Rodri would have an easier time deking out Vinny because of how bad of a defender he is than Vinny around. Yes,
Okay.
bro. Rodri just has to put his back towards him, and he can't get the
falling.
ball.
Okay,
And
so
Vinny's falling.
So let's say a 1v1 up to 11.
Yes.
Rodri's winning against
Honestly,
Vinny.
probably Rodri wins.
I don't
yes.
think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yes.
So you're saying he's a better technical?
No,
because
no.
that's playground. So
No.
that's technicality.
Bro, I just said he could put his back towards Vinny, ball roll it all the way. Vinny's not touching the ball.
He's
Do you
putting his
think-
back to the basket.
Yes. Do you think you could get the
Scoring
ball off
a
to
layup?
Silva?
What's that?
Do you think you could get the ball off to Silva when he's shielding you in ball rolling?
Bro, what?
No, seriously.
Well, he's stronger than me.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Vinny's
Vini
like
Jr.
top
now.
level. That's a crazy argument.
No, that's a fair argument.
No,
I'm
like-
saying that's all he has to do.
That's a fair argument.
That's people at two good, similar levels.
But
Two players at
talking,
similar levels.
talking about the same situation and Jay's argument here. Did you guys see that whole Paul Scholes? Obviously, we talked about it a little bit. Paul Scholes and the guy Rory from the club. How same thing. I think Rory's on the same argument as Jay. Like he just wants that the Ballon d'Or winner to be that player who players like look up to or want to compare, or just
Flashy.
flash player. Ronaldinho-esque, because obviously that's what people want to see. That's what people show up to games for. And that's Matt's argument too. I think once you said that too. Do you go to games to see Vinny play, or do you go to games to see Rodri play?
Yeah.
But Paul Scholes, known as one of the best midfielders in the game in the world, legend of the game, says only real football people with knowledge and have that IQ ball knowledge know that Rodri is the best player in the world right now. Do you agree or disagree?
No, they said enjoy watching Rodri. That's what they said.
Enjoy watching Rodri. Agree or disagree?
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, why not?
100%.
Yeah.
So
that makes
in his argument,
Yeah.
Jay doesn't know ball. Matt doesn't know ball.
Maybe
No,
not.
I think Jay was just approaching it at a different lens. Like Jay didn't say that Rodri's not a good footballer. He said he's not like a better footballer than Vini Jr.
He is though.
Which
I
realistically
disagree.
speaking, like if you're looking at, let's say, technical ability, like obviously Vini Jr. has more natural talent. Rodri just,
Natural talent. What way? Like I hate when people say natural talent.
This guy doesn't even let me finish
I
explaining
hate- but, like, I
myself
hate
before he
that
starts
word natural talent.
spazzing,
Okay,
bro.
no, here's another way to put it. Like I said, 1v1. Obviously, Rodri in a team like can dictate so much. Like he's great at making his team better. But as an individual footballer, Vinny could obviously do way more than Rodri.
But
Okay,
does individual football win you games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes.
Why doesn't he do that
Honestly,
when
Rodri shows that he can win them games.
Why doesn't he do that when he's at Brazil? Why doesn't individuality stand out when he's playing in South America?
He doesn't show up for my team.
And
It's
why?
individuality.
You know why?
I don't
You know why?
Not for anything, but the players that he's around in Brazil compared to the players that he's around in Madrid, in Brazil, he should be able to stand out with the teams he's playing with.
Even more.
Because who's their striker for Brazil right now, Matthews?
Igor Jesus.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Say that again.
What's so funny?
Igor Jesus.
Okay, where does he play?
Botafogo.
Okay.
Oh my!
Why is he
He's
not
so
standing out?
He's
Why is he
he's
not
a young talent.
Why is he not standing out when he's playing against players in the national team? But he can stand out when he's playing with Mbappe, Valverde, Jude, players like that who are literally winning you games in some situations. Why is he standing out there?
You know why?
Okay. No, there's no voodoo stuff. Come on, you can't
No,
say
no,
that.
no.
Okay.
He's a system player, bro. Simple as that.
Damn.
So
Simple
why
as
should
that.
system
Yeah.
players be the ones winning Ballon d'Ors if they can only play one way?
I think
and one
Rodri's
way
a
only?
system player too.
No.
no,
man.
no.
A
Two
player,
systems-
a midfielder,
two systems thrived in. Different systems.
a midfielder like
I
Rodri
wouldn't say different.
is
Different
not a
systems.
system player.
Spain and Man
Different
City.
systems.
I wouldn't,
Yeah.
different
What's-
systems.
I wouldn't say they're
What's the
wildly
same?
different.
Those are different
Dude,
systems,
a
bro.
player like-
Possession-based football.
No.
No,
They don't play
no,
possession.
I'm sorry,
They
a
got
player-
possessed by Croatia and got possessed twice.
Yeah, not hard when Nico Williams keeps losing the ball.
Okay, they still out-possessed. They're not possession.
A
they're
player
not
like
fully
Rodri,
possession.
you can toss him into any team and he will play the best of his ability and make that team much better with him just being in there. Toss him into Man United, it'll be a completely different team just with adding him in there.
I don't know, bro.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? You're telling me if Rodri can just be tossed in there, don't even tell me, hey, just bring your boots.
It's just United, bro.
Bring your boots.
Nah, it's just United,
bring your
man.
boots and dude, no tactics, nothing. Just bring your boots and step on the pitch, and that team will be 10 times
Maybe
better.
I don't know about
maybe
10
yeah.
times.
Dude, 100%.
They would be better, but he's not changing. He's not
Yeah.
turning them into like a Premier League winning.
Maybe
style.
any other team but
United?
United. Yeah.
United with
They
Rodri.
definitely would be way better.
They'd be better,
They'd be a
but-
better team,
but
but
still.
United with Rodri, they're not winning the Premier
Dude,
League.
I'm telling you right now,
They're not winning with Vini.
he can pull up to any
I
team
know.
and bring his boot to them, and he's like, "I'm playing."
Figure, right.
10 minutes before the game starts, ties up his boots, steps on the pitch, and he'll make that team 10 times better.
Yeah, he would make them 10 times.
Vinny
better.
Jr. will not do that.
He won't win them the league, but he'll make
I
them 10
literally
times.
said that 5 minutes ago. He makes teams better.
Yes,
I never
okay,
disagree with
but
that.
then you start saying whatever solo. He could make like the team better, like solo.
He said
like,
he wouldn't
as a-
beat him in the cage. That's all Jay said.
He would though. I think he would.
It's all
I don't think he would.
He
bro.
will.
Okay, so if you ask footballers, choose one player to
I don't
finish
care
your
about
five-a-side
football.
team.
Huh?
Who do you think more guys would pick?
Wait, say that again.
If you ask footballers to finish off their five-a-side team, you got to pick one player between Rodri and Vinny. Who would they
What do
pick?
you mean finish off their 5-side team?
Like they need one more
need one
player
more
in their
player.
team.
Oh, I guess it depends on how their 5-side team's going.
Hey,
Like, if they have more attackers, they're gonna pick Rodri. If they have more defenders, they're gonna pick
Yeah,
Vini.
you're
but
gonna pick a guy
five-a-side.
who will play in the cage.
I honestly think Rodri would be better in the cage. One touch football.
You don't believe that?
Yes.
bro.
I have a good.
do.
I have a good question actually.
Yeah, Vinny will be holding on to the ball too much.
Yeah.
I have a good question actually that kind of like correlates to that. There are so many other great attackers, in my opinion, with Vinny in it as well. Obviously, you have Lamine Yamal, you have Vinny, you have Mbappe, you have all these players. If you had to choose either, like, there's no other six or midfielder like Rodri. So I think if you had to choose maybe one player in your 5-a-side team as a midfielder, who else you could choose but Rodri? For Vinny's, stance, you could choose a lot of other forwards if you wanted to.
Fair.
So
So it's five-a-side. You want to score goals.
yeah, but you also need someone to defend and hold the ball and hold the play and dictate the
I
play.
don't think people give about defending in the cage.
Yeah, but what other midfielder are you putting on that team?
you don't
Your 5-a-side
necessarily
team.
have to throw him.
What if you have to
need
play?
him
What
in.
if you have to play a midfielder in that team?
Then yeah.
Okay, but
you're
then
gonna
if
throw
you,
him in.
but if you have it can, and you only have to play one attacker in that team, are you picking Vinny Jr. over anyone else?
the forward pool's bigger.
Why so?
You just said there's no good CDMs right now. It's easier for Rodri to stand out.
Well,
He's standing out above the attackers as well.
Naturally, if you won the trophy, but there's literally no other midfielder, so it's easier to stand out. I can't name like 3 other good CDMs in the world right now.
I'm sure.
I can't name any
I'm
good
sure
ones,
there
any
is.
world class
We're
ones.
just- we're just on the spot right
World
now.
class ones.
Maybe. I can't think.
This is the worst CDM era ever. There's no good ones.
Went downhill after Busquets went to Miami, bro.
There's one good CDM in the world right now. One.
Well, because not many players play with six.
Jermaine's not bad.
One?
Yeah, it's a bit of a transitional period, I
Yeah,
think,
it is.
for the sixth position. I think that you're starting to get there's like a crop of.
Sorry.
But that's-
Sorry, I have
Cup
another
is coming.
midfielder. Moises Caicedo. Relax, guys.
Okay, there you go.
But what
One
does it also,
more.
but what does it also say though? A
Thanks.
player like Rodrigo, who's able to stand out and is literally known as the best midfielder in the world, and the only one is crazy. The only CDM that's out there that's doing what he's doing,
in a position that like a lot of teams don't play with just one.
and he's the
Oh,
only
they
one,
play three
and
in
he's
the
only
mid,
one that
like-
stands out. I don't know if that's
There's
impressive.
the only good one.
And I want to
Really
go.
not.
I want to go back to how you guys always go back to technical ability being like the best thing ever to happen for a footballer. it's really not. Like that shouldn't be like the first thing you look like. Technical ability. How about footballing IQ? Why is footballing IQ not rated
Football
higher?
IQ contributes to technical ability.
Not really, because you can.
Would
have,
you say Zidane's technical?
Yeah, he's both. But I'm saying, yeah, a player can have both. But I'm saying if you want to choose one or the other. So let's say Adama Traore, or you're gonna pick like who was just football. IQ.
Wait,
Just
what are you saying about Adama Traore?
Like he doesn't really. He just kicks the ball and runs.
That's physical.
That's not technical ability.
Okay, sure. Okay, you want okay, give me a name. I don't know. Give me a name.
Foden.
Add that to that.
But Foden, yeah, Tarap could be there you go. Tarap's good.
Yeah,
Why did he make it so far with his technical ability?
yeah. I mean, he made it to the Premier League.
Professional.
But
that's
as his
it.
career, was he was known as a sick footballer, but what's the highest level he's played at in what club?
Yep, but that
QPR?
but what are you saying that comes down to?
His IQ.
No, his discipline.
and his IQ.
Discipline.
No.
Yeah, every coach that ever coached him be like,
Yes.
he would never turn up to training. He would come in with like lax attitude, but he would dribble everyone. He had no
Yeah.
attitude to make it higher.
He had football IQ. He had vision. He knew how to play the game. He just didn't care. There's a difference between like not having an idea of how to play the game, how to play your position, and caring. I think to be like a truly elite footballer, like you have to have
No.
football IQ.
No, he had no IQ because him being six. Hold on, him being six guys losing the ball and then not tracking back, zero IQ because that means he doesn't know that,
exactly, not tracking back. That means he didn't care.
That means he has no IQ because him not knowing to track back in that moment.
Well,
he knew to track back.
Okay,
you know to track
so
back.
then he has what's it called?
He just doesn't
Laziness.
He has lazy IQ then.
Yes, bro. He has. I know he has. He has high low work rates, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Who? Okay.
He gives. He doesn't care.
I'll give you someone. Okay, Tarapt. We'll just say Tarapt for now. I know they're gonna.
Well, Adam Ben Arfa, another one. No mentality.
Okay.
Give me a proper
So what-
example.
Why do all these
Charisma.
technical footballers have no like?
Because a lot of them, yeah, they made it to that level purely on their skill, but doesn't mean they don't have technical and IQ. They're just lazy, and that's all they rely on.
So give
But
me
I'll give you a technical player
that has
who has
no
high IQ.
No IQ.
Who has no IQ?
Yes.
They usually don't make it very far. The
Exactly. That's what I'm trying
I
to say.
wouldn't know about them.
Yeah.
I could give you someone who made it far with just IQ and no football ability. I'm gonna say this name. You guys,
No football. Whoa.
you guys gonna be like, oh,
Who has no
this guy
football?
sucks.
Let him lie. Let him
Who
lie.
has no footballing ability that made it?
Let him lie.
I'm not gonna say zero, but he has like a little bit.
Give
James
it-
Milner.
Come on,
No,
Yeah,
no.
come on. He could play
No.
every position.
No.
Played at every top team, pretty much in
He
the
has
Premier
no
League.
footballing
How many
ability.
CL titles?
What's ability?
What ability does he have?
Come on, bro.
He
Come
could,
on,
bro.
bro.
He's a Swiss
Have some
Army knife.
respect.
Bro, come
Exactly.
on,
That's
bro.
footballing IQ.
Come on,
That's
bro.
ability as well. You could do everything.
That's not
Good.
technical
No, that's
ability.
not technical ability.
Yeah,
That's not
have
technical
some
ability.
respect.
That's
Have
not
some
technical
That's not
ability.
technical
That's not
ability.
technical
Bro,
ability.
With
that
some
was
respect,
disrespectful,
bro.
man. Milner was literally
Bro,
Rodri
if you
before
guys are saying
Rodri.
this, I know you guys are wrong.
Jordan Henderson.
Oh, come on.
Dude, Henderson
What?
Henderson was basically.
What ability? What technical ability does he
Bro,
have?
these
You guys are showing your ball knowledge right
No,
now.
you're showing
No,
yours.
you're-
Bro, you have
So
you guys are
here's
saying
now,
the
now you're
stupidest
telling
thing.
now you're comparing Jordan Henderson and Milner to Vini Jr.'s technical ability.
No one ever
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that.
we're,
no
we're,
one said
we're going
Okay,
far.
but look how the levels, dude. The levels.
But you said he has no technical ability.
He doesn't
but
have much.
Minimal.
Jordan Henderson.
Yes.
Minimal
Okay,
compared to
Milner has
Okay,
a little
one
bit
by one.
of a little bit of technical ability. Tarapt has a little bit of IQ. So we're comparing. Who would you rather have?
I disagree with that.
No. Who would you rather have? Answer.
Dude, Milner had technical ability. Man.
Oh my
No,
God! What?
stop.
What technical ability? Go.
Dude, Milner can play a pass. This guy took free kicks. He took corner
That's
kicks.
technical ability.
Yeah.
That's not like
he
hard.
knows, he knows how to strike a ball.
we're
That's
not-
technical. That's literally technical.
Wait, you
ability.
said he was a Swiss Army knife. That means
No,
he
he
could
did,
do
he
a
did.
lot on a football pitch. That means technical ability. You could do a lot
So
of
if
things.
you're
on a
rating,
football
if
pitch.
you're rating
IQ,
free,
'cause he's
free
smart.
kick skills and shot power as technical ability, also.
That's literally technical ability. Technical ability is literally what you can do with the ball, is it not?
So why is
technique with
Rodri
the
not
ball.
giving praise on his technical
That's what I was
ability?
trying
then?
to say.
When did anybody say
No one
Rodri's
said he
got
doesn't have technical
But
ability.
you're
I said
arguing,
Vinny
but
has
you're-
more.
But you guys are arguing that if you don't have if you don't have this level of technical ability, then you shouldn't be winning Ballon d'Ors.
But I was saying he does have that level of technical ability. Rodri.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
It's
one ever
just
said
He has
that.
it's
high
just different.
ability.
Yeah,
No, but
Vinny-
it's
but-
different.
But I literally I don't have to say it. I brought it to the cage. Like that's just my opinion.
And he loses.
No. I very much disagree with
Yeah,
I very much agree.
yeah. It's quite the debate because realistically speaking, like bringing it to the cage is almost completely irrelevant. But I do agree that.
that. No, which is fair. Like obviously that's not how you decide a Ballon d'Or.
But if it was how we decided Ballon d'Or, then Vinny would win the Ballon d'Or.
No, he wouldn't.
But,
No,
hey,
he
but
wouldn't. you
but
can't
like-
say that.
But like you
can't say
said,
that.
is there not technical ability in defending a one-on-one?
Okay, dude. Like, yes, I understand. But dude, if you're putting a player who literally has a career because he can take players on, whether it's with speed or whether it's whatever the case may be, he's more than likely going to win in the cage. Right, Rodri. I'm not saying Rodri's going to get slapped 12-0.
He's not going to lose.
He's going to hold his own. It's going to be a competitive game. But if you're putting your money on someone, or if you're like having to bet on someone, realistically speaking, Rodri would be the underdog in that situation.
And I'm putting money on the other
There's a
dog.
difference with Vinny Jr. going up against Emery Chan. It was Vinny Jr. going up against Rodri.
Dude, Emery
Wait, why did he just catch it straight?
yeah, dude, first of all,
wasn't
Emery
Emery Chan the one defending in the Champions League finals?
Dude, first of all, that wasn't a Champions League final.
Out of nowhere.
First of all, that wasn't a Champions League final. That was this year's game. Dude, Champions League final, Julian Rierson locked up Vinny Jr. But realistically speaking, in the cage, Emery Chan would put up a fight because
Oh, every time would put up a fight, but Rodri
he
wouldn't.
would because he would literally just throw his body around.
Oh, Rodri wouldn't. And Rodri wouldn't.
Rodri would
no, Rodri,
Bro, this guy's waffling, man. Okay.
You didn't even.
What's the
let-
next
you
topic?
didn't even let me finish.
What's the
what I
next?
was
No,
gonna
no,
say,
no,
bro.
no, no.
Let bro finish.
Let him
no.
lie, bro. Let him
I was
lie.
gonna say
It's
Emery
terrible.
Chan just gonna be in there throwing his body around because that's all he could do. Rodri's in there. He's not gonna throw his
Yes,
body
he
around
is.
as the only
One
thing
thing
he can
I've
do.
noticed-
He's gonna try to take him on.
The one thing I
said,
noticed.
you just said Chan's gonna give him
What?
a challenge.
First of all, when's the last time you guys actually saw and like sat down and watched the cage football? You guys are playing probably Volt on FIFA and like, oh, this is cage football. Give me the 5-star skillers.
Rush mode,
First of all,
bro.
no, because
That's been on the cage, bro.
For
This
one-
guy's
for
been
one-
caging it out here, bro.
you're not doing this kind of step overs, and especially with the space that you have on the pitch. You don't do these like all these trickery, especially on the 5-sided pitch. Secondly, watching TST soccer, how many of those guys really did any of the skill moves in that game, and what was it all about?
quick passes, 1, 2, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, but-
And using your body,
that-
because there were some guys that play
that's-
for, there were some guys that play for the Canadian team. Those guys are big, they're fast, and they know how to hold the ball and shield the ball. And they were the ones scoring goals.
Yeah, but that's
Some
what
much larger
7v7.
pitch too,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
It's not about
That's
1v1.
That's different. That's different.
Man. What they were coming out to 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s. The Canadian
That's
team.
true.
Didn't
Yeah,
they-
but I'm not saying 3v3. I'm saying 1v1.
didn't the Canadian team come out to 1v1?
I don't remember that one.
And they won with the biggest guy on that pitch was definitely that guy, and they won. So.
No, I doubt it, bro. If 1v1, you're not putting the biggest guy on the field on.
Dude, give him the ball. He's dribbling the ball with
Rose?
It wasn't Rose.
Oh.
Roy was.
Dude, 1v1, you're putting your most, like, probably one of your most athletic guys that's also technical. Because if you lose the ball, you got to track back.
Who is more influential to the game of football? Pep Guardiola or Messi/Ronaldo?
I got a question for your question. Like, are you talking about, like, influential
On the field?
in, like, the game of football itself, or, like, influence, like, worldwide, like, global influence on the game?
Probably the game
So,
itself.
so repeat what you just asked.
So, like, is it, like, more influential on, like, the
game of
field,
football?
the game of football?
That's exactly how I worded it.
Oh, okay. I should have listened. I probably should have listened better.
I think it's kind of like obvious that Messi and Ronaldo would have all around.
Can you imagine kids waking up? It's like,
Yeah.
I
They
want to be
love,
like
yeah,
Pep.
that's why I was kind of asking.
I want to shave my head. Keep it a shave. I want to be like Pep.
Matt did it one day.
Yeah, dude, we've all dressed up as Pep for Halloween.
Nice.
At least once, you know.
I haven't.
It was literally just Matt, I think.
At least once.
All right, can I answer the question, James?
Well, I think like on the game, influence in the game of football itself. I think honestly, I probably still think Messi and Ronaldo. To be honest, I think when you have two icons like that, I think obviously they don't really dictate much when it comes to tactics and things like that, and like changing how the game is played. But I think when you have two powers like that were playing at the same time, going head to head, you had great teams that they played on, battling it out in the same league for so long. Dude, they absolutely influenced everything, dude. Every single player nowadays is compared to Messi, Ronaldo. Every single Ballon d'Or debate is compared to Messi and Ronaldo. Every single winger that comes through from Barcelona's academy, are they the next Messi? Every single player who comes out of Portugal, are they the next Ronaldo? So I think, like, with that being said, there's going to be literally a lifetime of players being compared to these two players. So I think with that being said, I think there's no greater influence on the game than a lifetime of comparison to these two players. I think Pep obviously brought some good tactical tweaks and things like that to the game, but I think a lot of that was also influenced through like Johan Cruyff and other kind of gaffers from that, La Masia and Barcelona, coaching system. So I don't necessarily think Pep created a lot of these kind of tactics, but I think, dude, for probably the next 50, 60 years, we're going to be comparing every single player that's playing to Messi and Ronaldo, and to me, that's influence.
That was beautifully said. Wow.
Yeah.
You want to go?
That was Matt.
Oh,
I
you
think
gonna
for
say?
me, bro, has to be Pep.
Oh,
Messi would not be the same player he is today without the influence of Pep. He wouldn't be seen as an undisputed best or so along the lines of like a prime Neymar, bro.
When did
Bold.
when did Messi? What manager did he get his debut from?
Rijkaard.
So why is Pep the one?
Did he not develop and become the best player in the world under Pep?
So he couldn't if it wasn't for Pep. You
He
saying?
wouldn't be the same player.
You're saying he wouldn't be the same player
100%, bro.
if it wasn't for Pep.
100%.
Wow.
Think about your favorite player. Guardiola is the reason why they're so good. Messi, Haaland, De Bruyne, some examples.
Ronaldo.
Think about the
Nah.
coaches. Without Guardiola's influence, the likes of Mourinho, Ancelotti, Zidane, Saf, Alex Ferguson wouldn't have to adapt that the way they would have. If it wasn't for Pep. Pep wasn't managing, bro. Like the likes of Neymar, as good as he is, because of Luis Enrique, who is a disciple of Pep. Think about your favorite modern coaches in the game, all influenced by Pep Guardiola.
That's a bad
That
disciple.
was a great
to have.
rationale. Wow.
Wait,
That's a bad disciple to have.
Not Big Ange. Hey, Big Ange didn't have to change anything, man. Played his game, and look what happened.
My thing is, okay, sure, I agree with you. Pep is one of, if not the best manager of all time. But my thing is, there are so many other managers that have done so much as well. We've seen Fergie time. Sir Alex Ferguson. That was all him. We've seen, like you said, Cruyff, tiki-taka. These guys brought styles that are so unique to football. Obviously, Pep has his own style too, right? He's obviously but he kind of models out of other players' styles as well. Tiki-taka and all this stuff, high press and stuff like that. what Ronaldo and Messi do, it's like no other. So I 100% think that Ronaldo and Messi are.
Yeah, but Ronaldo and Messi are indirectly and directly good because of Pep Guardiola, bro. Pep Guardiola made Messi the player who he is today. Guardiola challenged the likes of Ancelotti, the likes of Mourinho to make Ronaldo the player he is today.
I don't think
Pep,
so.
those players are not as good as
I
they
don't
are
think
today.
so.
Wow, I
don't
love
think
the
so.
bold takes you're coming.
I don't think
with.
so. I don't think instructions were given to Ronaldo when it came to decisions of playing El Clasico moments against Pep Guardiola. I don't think Mourinho was telling Ronaldo, "I need you to play this way so we can beat Pep Guardiola today." I'm pretty sure these guys were telling him, "Ronaldo, you go out there. BBC, you guys go out there, do your thing. If it is, you kind of the instructions go into the midfield or the defensive side of the game because going forward." There's no instructions given to players like that when it came up against a side like what Pep Guardiola. I don't even think it's the same thing.
No, but I agree.
I don't think it's the same thing today. I don't think managers go out there and be like, attackers need to play this position out when it comes to playing against a Pep Guardiola side because when it comes down to it, Pep Guardiola will do his thing. Where the challenge happens with the opposition is where the midfield battle is going to be and where the defensive battle is going to be because we know Pep Guardiola's side is going to be having most of that ball on the opposition side on the pitch. So the attackers, for the most part, sure, they might step back to support the midfielder here a little bit just to apply some pressure to the midfielder on the opposition side. But when it comes down to it, the attackers are there looking for counters, looking for things. But I don't think they're directly given instructions when it comes up against a Pep Guardiola side. I don't think Ronaldo is influenced at all against what Pep Guardiola was doing and how he plays his game.
I also.
I think what Matthew might be talking about is the butterfly effect, where is Pep's influence on Messi and him making him the best player in the world in turn, because with Messi being the best, is that what motivated Ronaldo? Because we know how motivated Ronaldo was by Messi. Does Ronaldo, how many Ballon d'Ors Ronaldo? Five. Does Ronaldo get 5 Ballon d'Ors if Messi doesn't exist?
Wait.
If you're talking about butterfly effect, then it wouldn't be Pep Guardiola wouldn't be the manager he is today if it wasn't for Johan Cruyff.
Yeah.
So it comes down to it. Is it Johan Cruyff are we talking about or is it Pep Guardiola?
But the thing is, Cruyff is the founding father, but in this case, it's the example where the student becomes the master. Pep, the master.
Okay, I get it, but now you're saying the only reason, not the only reason, but one of the main reasons is because Messi was good that Ronaldo's good, or rivalry. But weren't we just saying? I swear you were just saying before that one of Ronaldo's best thing is his mentality.
Yeah.
You think because of Messi that he has that mentality? No way.
No, I do think it's a big part. Mentality could come from like your environment. Definitely.
Yes, 100%.
Right now we're seeing Ronaldo at this age. Who is he fighting against right now?
He's still trying to chase Messi.
No.
Saudi farmers?
No. What's his motivation right now? You think his motivation against Messi?
YouTube, bro.
Somehow,
No, it's
some
not.
way.
No, it's not.
YouTube.
No, it's not. His only motivation and the only commitment his fight is against himself, and he's proving himself.
I think there's a big butterfly effect.
How is he not proving it?
Bro,
If it comes down to
for Al
butterfly
Nassr?
effect, Pep Guardiola is not the manager he is today without Johan Cruyff. That's all. If it's a butterfly effect.
no one's disagreeing with that.
Yeah, but the thing is, if Cruyff was still alive today and following the same kind of style of play that Guardiola does, he wouldn't be as successful.
What do you mean? Say it again.
If Cruyff was still alive
Yeah.
and followed the same kind of principles and ideals that Guardiola plays now, he wouldn't be as successful as him.
No, but
Guardiola wouldn't be here today.
different.
Guardiola wouldn't be here today if Cruyff never existed.
But like I
You
said,
hold on, you can't compare back then their tactics because they're going up against completely different tactics. Cruyff would have adjusted his tactics to compete in this era because he's very smart and would have adjusted in the right way.
Football has adjusted to Pep.
In a way.
In a big way. Look at the Premier League.
Okay, one argument I have with you.
What?
Dump and chase, they always did.
What do you mean dump and chase?
Defend and dump and chase.
Bro,
The Prem was always like
you guys
that.
don't remember when Guardiola first came to the Prem and the press were saying, "Oh, the Guardiola's gonna have to get used to the Premier League," but it was the other way around. The Premier League had to get used to Guardiola.
I don't think
That's really changed.
it hasn't changed. Maybe besides like Liverpool when Klopp came, but he didn't change his tactics for Pep. He just played his own tactics. Besides that, maybe like I can't really think of a manager that changed their tactics for them because Conte came to Chelsea, played the same tactics that he always plays. Like who came to the Premier League and changed their tactics for Pep? I can't really think of one.
Realistically speaking, you do definitely set up your team with a different kind of mindset when you're going up against Pep and Man City, whatever.
Pep,
like a lot
same
of times,
thing with Ronaldo and Messi. What are you guys talking
Yeah,
about?
same thing.
I think well even the English national team. There's a big Pep effect there.
You guys think people are trembling because they're facing Pep's Man City or team and not like Ronaldo and Messi at their prime?
Yeah.
Probably
You
the same,
think?
probably
You
the
think?
same, yeah.
What's what? Okay, let's argue. What's Pep's best team? Best team of all time.
The Man City team that he won.
The treble? Is that his best team?
It is. No.
No, what's his best? Let's find out what is his best team right now
Barca
of all time.
sextuple.
No, it's
Is
a
it Barca
treble.
sextuple?
It's the
No,
treble.
I'd probably
Man
say
City.
Barca 2011.
No, it's a treble team, man.
What do you mean it's the treble?
Has
team?
to be. That team was. I don't think that Barca team beats that Man City. I know it has more star power, but I don't think it beats that Barca the Man City team.
Okay,
I don't know about
let's just for the sake of the argument, let's go with that. People more scared of that or a prime Messi or a prime Ronaldo?
Messi's on one of the teams.
No, if he's saying that, let's see. What's if he's saying the City team? In general, whatever. Are people getting scared of Messi and Ronaldo in their prime, or because they're facing against Pep and one of his teams?
Both.
No, you can't. No, choose.
I'm saying both. It's true.
My only argument with Pep
No?
is that he was literally given and
And that's
handed
nothing
the
I'm saying.
team that he can be successful with.
So how come so many coaches want to be like him?
But they can be like him. But the thing is that it comes down to your utensils, what you write with, what you're playing with, your hand of cards. If he's literally given everything that he's asked for, and even now to the Premier League and some of this whole thing going on with like Man City not receiving their what's it called
Fines and
their
stuff.
fines and whatnot, but like Barca, best team he was given. Bayern Munich, best team he was given. Man City now, best team he's ever been given. And yet, he's known as the best because of what he's also been able to receive as in terms of players. Give him the freaking United job and with what they have to deal with. Do you think he'll be able to do anything with that team?
Well, no, it's true.
Why would he downgrade?
No, but
Not downgrade, but if he's a world class manager and you got to tell me that he's influential to the game, show me at your worst. Show me at your worst. Messi's doing it.
Is that not
no,
true,
he's
Matt?
not playing doing it in Miami. He's doing it his best in
Bro,
every done.
his career is ending.
Was
bro.
But
Messi?
do it at your
wants the
worst.
ball with
Okay,
the
okay,
boys.
okay.
Do it at your worst.
Was
At
Messi?
worst.
Was Messi not
But
doing?
Messi's still balling though, no? In the MLS with the team that he has.
Team's pretty
No,
static.
Okay. What was Messi doing at the ends of his time at Barcelona, where he
Nothing.
had shit teams? around him?
Carrying.
Okay, is not prove something? What did Ronaldo do when he went to back to Man U?
Carried.
Carrying.
Okay.
What is Pep doing with a team that he says again? I'll go back to his quote: "Just give me the players back. You will see. We're out with 4 defenders. I need my players back." What does that tell you?
they're
He
second
can't
place.
do it without his players.
They're
He's
second
saying.
place,
He-
bro.
If he's even saying he can't do it without the
he's
players that
saying he
he
can't do it
has,
without players.
He needs the best of the
He
best.
needs the best of the best.
Only the best of the best could
What-
play to his.
That's
tactics.
why I say I rate what Fergie did, what he came to Man United, the shit team he had, what Arsene Wenger did. The guy had Shamak playing up top. Those are gaffers that actually went through the gutters. Yes, I understand Pep. He is one of the best, of course, but he was given everything.
Well,
and
they're saying that we're-
no. The
Huh?
minute he's
still influential.
the
It is
minute
influential.
We're not talking about who's the best. We're talking about who's the most.
the minute
influential.
he stepped onto that Man City change room, locker room, he was like, "Here's your paycheck. Here's your checkbook. Do whatever you want with it." And he was able to receive the best players at the time.
They had that before Pep was there.
But have the players, because even though you can have the best players in the world and you have a shit manager, you still won't do anything. I'm not saying Pep is a bad manager or an amazing manager. He's a good manager with good tactics. But have a team with both, you're gonna do wonders.
You consider Roberto Di Matteo a good manager?
No.
Won the Champions League.
Okay.
Yeah,
With who?
He took over
We have
halfway.
Osingua.
What was he playing with
old
then?
Ricardo Carvalho.
What was the opposition back in the day?
No, that's not.
Bayern Munich. Prime Bayern Munich.
But it's again,
Barca.
Barca,
it's not like Pep has only done it with one team that he's been giving everything. He's been given everything. Every team he goes to, he's been given everything.
Okay.
So, I don't
dealing
know.
with
In my
what's
opinion,
given.
I don't know.
yes,
He's missing.
He is very influential, but he's been given some of his cards where Messi, Ronaldo had to get their
hey, to be fair,
flowers.
coaches on other teams have been given look, Pochettino got everything at Chelsea. Ten Hag got everything he wanted at United.
I'm not
But we're
saying
not
that.
saying-
I'm
we're
not
not
saying
saying
that
Pep-
because of that. I'm saying when you're saying that, I just have a little irk in my back of my head where it's like, yes, he's the good, but I haven't seen him with a bad team. I haven't seen him with.
We're seeing it right now.
I've seen, and we're seeing it right now, kind of. And look, he's crumbling. Where we've seen
Having a
Ronaldo,
bad team,
and
it's
we've
just one
seen
player.
Messi with bad teams. Juve was not the best team with Ronaldo, but he was carrying. Man U, he
They
was
won
carrying.
Serie A every year.
because of Ronaldo.
Okay,
No,
it's not
no,
like they
before
haven't
he
been
was
winning.
there.
They won Serie A 9 years in a row.
He only won 1 year.
Yeah.
And wasn't one of the worst years?
No, I'm saying when
Besides
Ronaldo was
We were
on
on a
that.
decline.
I'm saying when Ronaldo was on the team. I'm not talking about Juve in general. I'm talking about when Ronaldo was
Yeah,
on that
he
team.
joined.
That was-
He joined an 8-year in a row.
That was already falling down.
it was
Yeah, not dramatically.
Spatty. Were they doing good that year?
It was pretty bad.
Exactly.
You had Dybala. You still had a world class team.
Dybala played maybe 50% of the games there that year.
No, they had a good team, but they had to sacrifice a lot in order to make Ronaldo work.
Yeah.
From a salary perspective, like they weren't able to rebuild the team fully because they had to pay Ronaldo so much money. They had to pay the transfer fee, and they sacrificed for Ronaldo. And
And then the second highest paid player would it barely played.
yeah, and obviously like it worked to an extent because I think like globally it raised Juventus as like a club, as a brand, and everything.
Influence.
So they knew what they were doing. It had influence, right? But I don't know. I see both sides. I personally already said my point. I do think it's Messi and Ronaldo, but I see the value of what you're saying with Pep. But like I think with Pep, it's a little bit easier. Like you can always go back to saying who was the person before, but like I think with Messi and Ronaldo, it's like who were really like the GOATs before that got compared to everybody. Maradona, Cruyff.
Yeah.
It's not the same, I don't think.
Now, I'm a little bit on the fence. I think Ronaldo has a lot more influence than Messi does. I know Messi has a huge influence, but Ronaldo just in general has, I think, the most of the three. Ronaldo, even like, we used to see players retire at like 33, 34. Now we're seeing players play till 40. Why? Because they know how to take care of the body because of Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed them yes.
What about that's just advanced?
Ronaldo showed
What
the
about
way.
Roger Milla? Oldest World Cup player ever, 42.
Yeah, okay, that's a dime in a dozen though.
But I think
We're talking about like every single player is going to like 38 now, 40, 37, 39. We're just seeing
Not Wayne Rooney.
what I said now though.
but that's crazy to pin that on Ronaldo's
It is though.
No.
It is.
That sounds more like modern medicine and
No,
science.
No.
It
I've seen,
is.
no, but
I've
I've
seen
seen
some
some
modern
training
medicine. And why are we
as well,
seeing players
too.
like Hazard retire early?
Because he wasn't serious about the
They didn't
sport.
care.
Okay, exactly. But that comes with it. It
that's
comes with
called
health and
influence
because
of Ronaldo.
He
mentality.
gave the mentality.
What does that have to do with Ronaldo?
He-
I've seen
He gave
interviews.
the mentality. Players that looked up to Ronaldo or saw Ronaldo as someone that they kind of want to follow a little bit. Someone like even LeBron James came out saying that he's seen what. Yes, I know you're gonna go ooh,
Yes,
but
I saw that.
he
I saw
literally
that as
said,
well.
"I've seen the way Ronaldo takes care of his body, and I want to play till I'm old."
Right, you know they're
LeBron
both
James
Nike athletes, right?
I don't care what they are.
But
He
it's
said
Nike
it.
PR.
That's a great way to pretend like you're like it's not a real fact.
I'll
You're
give
saying
you.
that like LeBron's not the biggest capper in the game.
I'll
bro.
give you another.
doesn't matter?
I'll
It
give
really
you.
doesn't matter.
LeBron caps
Okay,
a lot.
I'll give you another example. Tevez said in an interview once, I forgot what interview it was. I remember watching this. He said Ronaldo would always be the first one in the change room, in the training. He'd be the first one. He wanted to see what time Ronaldo came actually to the training. He would go at 6 a.m. Ronaldo was still there first. Okay, what the hell is this guy gonna do? He went at 5 a.m. He was still there first. Or a point where Tevez was like, you know what, I can't do that. That right there shows you the influence that he has. Tevez, a world-class striker, is trying to compare himself or trying, be the best like Ronaldo. I've also seen other players I saw a documentary or something saying Ronaldo not even saying a word, just what he does at training, how he comes first, how he's always, exercising, eating properly. That's influence to players too.
But it seems like Tevez didn't follow that.
He actually. The
No,
funny
he was
thing
nasty.
is,
What are you talking
he
about?
did. If you ever seen,
Bro, he stopped showing up training that early, bro.
no. If you
Showed
ever
up at 9 every day after that.
If you ever seen Rio Ferdinand's interview, he literally
Ferdinand
says that
always-
Tevez only
he's a
trained at
chatty, bro.
home because when he trained here,
It's another cap.
he just didn't like what they did in
He's
training.
lazy.
He's not lazy though. At Juve he trained. At Man City he trained.
You
until
were
he did-
there?
You were there?
Were you there when he didn't train?
Yeah.
What you're saying,
Oh,
like
exactly.
you guys are saying like he left City, he didn't have a good career.
No, Tevez at Juve was sick.
Nasty, and Boca, he was sick too.
I wasn't watching
Boca.
Boca games. Were you?
I was.
How many?
He was.
You're
top,
coming like Braun.
He was top of the goal scoring charts like
You
3 years
saw
in
him
a row.
on one fence in one photo.
I was there. He came when I
Sick
was on the.
pick.
I was on the
Sick pick.
fence. He came and he celebrated with
What,
me.
what's the stadium called?
Boca Junior Stadium.
Oh.
Bro, that's like the interviewing
No, it's-
asking LeBron what their favorite chapter in the book is, bro. He's just
He started capping hard on that one, right? And man, I ain't read it all yet, but from what I read so far,
No, but okay, what LeBron says has to be facts because he started putting He started putting millions of dollars to take care of his own body.
Brother, he was doing that before Cristiano
Oh yeah, for
Ronaldo.
sure. So when did he say it?
Is he not older than Cristiano Ronaldo?
It doesn't matter how old he is.
He's 1 year older.
So just because he's older doesn't mean means he has to start before Ronaldo.
So you think he was doing that because of him?
So you're
100%.
saying what you're saying is
100%.
LeBron James never took care of his body until Cristiano Ronaldo.
Not in the way Ronaldo did. You're just putting
How do
words.
you
into-
know
No, I'm
that?
just asking a question.
It's facts 100%.
It's facts.
I think
100%.
It is facts 100%.
How do you know
It's
that?
facts. How do you not know that?
I think I gotta agree
There
with
you
To be honest,
We
it
don't.
can go both ways. But you
Okay.
can't say it's facts 100%.
And you can't say it's not facts.
Well, I'm not saying it's not.
It
but
is. You
I'm,
are
I'm
saying
not
that.
saying it's 100% not facts.
Okay, it's like 90.
It's not 90, bro.
You went from 100% to
Yeah.
90, bro. How much more is it gonna drop?
Yeah. 90.
Okay.
I'll go like 90.
It's quick,
So what?
bro.
What do you guys? Who has Pep?
No, not me.
Okay,
Jay.
let me say a take. Look, I respect Guardiola as a coach. I don't respect him as a man.
That's crazy.
I think he's a bald fraud. Nothing against bald people, but
That's crazy.
I don't respect him as a man. But I do respect him as a coach.
You respect him as a coach?
Yeah,
I swear you're the always one that says that he's ruined the game of football in today's
he
day.
he has 100%.
So how do you respect someone who's literally destroyed the game and does the game that you love?
Isn't that influence?
No. How do you respect someone that? Oh, I love when players. I missed the game when players would take players 1v1, do a rainbow flick. Now you can't do that anymore. Why? Because of Pep. But you're saying you're giving him your flowers for destroying
Yeah.
the game that you grew up watching and the game you love.
He's made a successful career out of it.
But you respect him for what he's done to the game that you love.
I respect a man who's successful. Yeah, I don't hate on a successful man.
So
Okay, so it's about money or is it about what?
Wait, who said?
It's
who said
influential
on?
to the game, the sport.
Yeah, he changed the game.
Not for what? Not for your
Hey,
favor.
whether you change the
that's
game
true.
for better or for worse,
you
it's
change the game.
influential. I never said it was for better or worse.
But how do you appreciate?
I respect his
how do you
influence.
but you're respecting him more influence to him than to Messi and Ronaldo, who continue to play the game that they play and then are influencing younger ballers to this day. Kvaratskhelia, you think he grew up saying, "Oh, I want to play Pep football so I can be on Pep's team"?
Maybe,
Or I'm
yeah.
gonna be no. He
I don't have proof.
He's influenced
I
by
wouldn't know.
Ronaldo.
He's a
Clearly.
Madrid fan, so no.
He's clearly influenced by Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So
I never said
to
he
say
wasn't.
that you respect a coach like Pep, who we all can say ourselves that we say he pretty much destroyed the game of football with the way he has and how he plays his football with the players that he has.
Hey, he's a successful man. So
Where you're taking Pep's has better influence or more influence?
I'd probably take Messi and Ronaldo, but
So That's the only odd one.
I respect.
Someone's got to present.
I
the
respect. And no, you made a great argument. You made some really good points. I don't
So
make
you're
it very
gonna
real.
you're gonna watch a game. You're gonna watch a Pep game over a Messi game.
I don't know.
So same one. You're gonna go watch. You're gonna watch Man City football. You're gonna watch Man City football over Messi game.
Hold on.
Wait, I got a good point. Would you rather watch Messi's best game of all time or watch Pep's best game of all
¿Por
time?
qué no las dos?
No, that's one of
Why not both?
I mean,
Wait, low-key, it might be the same
It might be the
game.
same
might
game.
be
It might
the
be the
same
same
game.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
There you
technically
go,
might be the
bro.
same game.
Nah, be real though.
Yeah, that was a great argument on your end. You made some good points.
Yeah.
Would you have another thing you were gonna say?
You made some good points, but I think he's the
Nah,
only one
I
that
think
picks Pep.
Oh. Yeah, everyone took.
Is he the one that takes
Matt's
Pep?
done getting chewed
No,
out.
but Pep is definitely like
Chewing him
super
out, bro.
influential, so you could go for him. It's
Yeah,
not,
def.
it's not
So
a bad
you
choice.
can definitely go either way. Like you can definitely swing both ways here.
James always swings both ways, man. He
Yeah,
never
I
picks
know.
a side ever. I swear.
I literally was the first one to pick a side.
Okay, let's talk about one more thing. You're talking about Salah. What happened to Salah? I don't know, because enlighten me. I don't know. I don't watch football like
So
that.
Salah, after a great game for Liverpool over the weekend, was pulled aside for a little interview, and in this interview, very telling. He said, "We're almost in December, and I haven't received any offers yet to stay in the club. I'm probably more out than in."
You know my thoughts on that? Is that what you're asking for the panel here? Like our thoughts?
Yeah.
I think his agent is playing chess, not checkers.
Mm.
Brilliant PR move. He couldn't have handled it any better.
Talk to us.
I mean, brilliant. Like
Talk to her.
he's basically like he's made because what's basically what's happening here? He's opening the door for him to leave without being hated by the Liverpool fans. Because he's like, they didn't even offer me anything, so I had to go. That's basically what he's doing. So, no, brilliant speech. He recited it the best way possible. Fair play, brilliant.
And he's kind of put everything on Liverpool's plate. Your turn to say something, but also it could kind of ruin the friendship a bit, no?
Oh, it's
With
not going to
Liverpool?
backfire because they obviously see he's their best player. They're going to offer him whatever he wants.
Yes,
it's a win-win.
Of course,
It's
but
a win-win.
is Liverpool not also going to be a little bit like,
Yeah, because they're not
because they look bad.
He's pointing. He's pinning.
look
He's
bad.
pinning Liverpool as the bad side of this.
Yeah,
as the bad guys in
100%.
this whole situation.
He's kind of
It's
putting,
not on him.
but isn't like Salah kind of like pinning the fans against the wall too? Because now they have to choose: do I support Salah or do I support my club?
They don't have to choose anybody yet. They got time.
Couldn't Liverpool also come out and say like, we offered them this, we offered them that?
They won't, because I think that's gonna lead to more of a feud. But I don't think that they want a feud, especially the way he's playing right now. He might.
Isn't he already starting the fight?
He's not really starting. He's just kind of like.
But like Jay said, why do you
It's
have
like
to go
kinda
on? Why do, like Rodri's situation? Why do you have to go on and talk about it in the media?
As you said, it's obviously a PR move. It's just it's to
he's
get
saying
the contract
he's saying
going.
it's good though.
Who?
Yeah, it's good PR for
It is,
Salah.
it is. It's good PR for
Well,
Salah.
Rodri said isn't good PR for him.
But why is he starting a fit now with his own club, saying that they didn't offer him anything, instead of just trying to deal with it in the back end?
I mean, Liverpool's being a little disrespectful, bro. Like the way Salah is playing right now, I
Yeah.
think he has most GA in the Prem right now.
But
Liverpool
they
should be throwing the checkbook at him, bro.
I think they're looking at it as like, I know he's like one of the best players in the world right now, but they're looking at how many more years does he have at the top level, and are we ready?
Versus how much are we going to spend for him?
Versus how much? Yeah. Versus how much are we willing to spend? Because they're not going to decline his decline. They're not going to bring his contract lower. It's going to have to either
I don't think it'll be equal either.
Yeah,
it's gonna have to go higher,
especially because he has the most G in the league right now. So
and if they do win the league, and it's gonna be like, okay, we won the league, and it's thanks to me that we won the league because of my output, and not for anything. I think Liverpool, they win the league, not just only because of Salah's output, but also because the way the City has fallen off for a bit. Like they're dropping points. It's not just because same reason how Liverpool won that last season, not solely because of their output in terms of results. The rest of the league was doing a little bit. Falling off a bit at times. So for them to say, okay, we won the league, not that we were lucky, but we were a little bit lucky because City fell off. But we also have, how many wingers do they have now? They have a lot of attackers.
But no one's like Salah.
Yeah, but
no.
The thing is that they're winning. They're getting these results, yes, because of Salah, but they're also going to start winning the leagues because of the poor results of their opposition as well.
That's this year though.
But it's been the same the last 5 years, 4 years, right?
What do you mean?
Last 4 years they haven't won the league. Liverpool.
Yeah.
With Salah on the team. And he's been playing his best football too. It's not that he's fallen off. He's been playing his best football, but the only reason they haven't been winning the league is because of Man City. And now that this Man City is not doing as great, and Liverpool is winning their games, Salah's still doing his stuff. Is it because of Salah? No.
Right? Why Liverpool are winning? Yeah.
Yeah, but is it because of Salah that if they potentially win the league?
Well, Gravenberch is playing out of his
only
mind
because
too.
of Salah.
They have a midfield now too.
That too. Gravenberch is going off of his mind. But at the end of the day, what else do Liverpool have to look at? What they're doing. They don't have to worry about what City are doing, and what Liverpool are doing is the best that they can do, and it's really good. One thing also is like this is kind of a good time for Liverpool to get rid of Salah. He's really good form. Contract's good on. It's almost done.
No, but it's free though. It's on a free.
Yeah, but you're leaving all the wages out of the books.
What are they gonna sign to replace him?
Dude,
bro?
realistically speaking, any player they bring in to try to replace Salah, you're
100%
spending at least 70 million transfer fee plus.
But guess
wages.
what you get from that too? It's probably be a younger guy.
But it's also
Doesn't
it's
matter.
also a complete unknown. You don't know if he's going to be able to perform.
No.
Salah's been a 20+ goal a season player for how many years?
Yeah,
and
but
he has shown no sign of decline.
How was his first seasons coming in? You
Good.
remember?
He's been good since he came to
Bro,
Liverpool.
he's been solid since he came.
What was his?
He was
And
always
they
a good player.
made the Champions League finals first season, no?
His first season.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He came in like pretty ripe. Like he did.
City made a good player out of
He
him.
did his time
So why
around.
can't, not for example, that's going to happen, but like, what if Cavada comes in?
It's going to be more expensive than keeping him.
Honestly,
Wages?
Probably. Wages are going to have to be pretty high.
No.
Plus,
no.
Napoli aren't going to sell him for less than what, like 120 million?
yeah. Okay, we're overthinking this, man.
I think
Salah's not as old as we think. He's only 32.
Sign the man.
Sign the man to at least a 3-year contract. As we just said, players are
Is this going to be
prolonging
Is this going to be the same
careers.
team as it's going to be next year though?
the Liverpool team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be just as good. Why wouldn't it be?
Depends on Trent and Van Dijk if they resign.
Bro, they're gonna resign. If Salah resigns, they're gonna resign.
Yeah, but where's the money to sign all of them?
Where's the money to replace them?
So they're all in their last years.
Yeah, all three of them.
Okay, man, that's heavy wages for the whole club, and their wages are going to go up.
Oh, they got money. They're fine. If they
Like that.
if they spend their summer transfer budget or January transfer budget on just re-signing players instead of and sign no one, you don't think they could do that?
If it works like that.
It definitely works. That's part of the same budget. Yes.
I don't think
Why
so.
wouldn't they be?
I think
It might
transfer
not
budget
be.
and player
It might
salaries
not
are a
be.
different kind of pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually it's probably a different pool,
Okay,
but
so
Ever
they
play
go on-
manager mode?
because
Yeah, it's the same
This guy
fool.
doesn't play FM
because
bro.
the transfer fee, like a lot of times, like a lot of clubs aren't paying the full amount like right now. Like Juve pay, like dude, Juve been paying for Chiesa for like 10 years,
He has been paid
Right.
like 2 years ago.
and he's already gone, right?
and he's still injured.
And like the thing is, like that's the thing. Like if they were to sign someone else, they could like split it up over like 3-4 years. Whereas like if you're re-signing the player, like you're paying him every week or whatever it is. But I personally think they should keep Salah.
Yeah.
But you don't think they want to keep him? But they want.
They
to keep
definitely
him.
want
Why
to
would
keep
they
him.
not want to?
I'm sure they want to. I'm sure it's just some back end stuff.
I think-
and I
I
think
think
it's
they
going to be the wages
I
a
think-
lot.
I th-
And I'm pretty sure they're also looking at not just Salah now. It's Van Dijk. It is Arnold. It is do you have to reinforce the midfield with other players? Is there other priorities now? Do we still need another attacker? Is Nunez still the guy we want up there?
If
He's
someone's
not-
going to leave, it's going to be Trent.
I was gonna ask. No. My question is, you could only keep one.
Salah.
Salah.
Even out of respect.
I think for Liverpool's case,
Now you're
they're
captain,
trying
though?
to keep Trent, bro.
Not
think
Van
they're
Dijk.
wi- Huh?
Not Van Dijk.
No,
Not the
bro.
captain.
Trent Scou's born and bred, the youngest out of the three.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but without
Has
Van
the
Dijk,
most value,
without
too.
Van Dijk, he sucks.
Trent?
Yeah,
Nah, you don't know ball, bro.
he sucks.
I don't know about that.
Bro, he's been proven he can't defend. The year that Van Dijk tore his ACL, he sucked.
Yeah, but
So you don't know ball.
defending's not now.
why doesn't he play right back for the national team?
Because he's the kind of player that has to invert.
So he's not. So he's not that good.
Because what is he?
He's not
He's
that good.
He's good at what he does.
System
He's
player.
a system player.
So he's not that good.
Fully
And the
system player.
tailor made for him.
And you
Oh.
think
So
if
why
you-
leave?
But if Van Dijk leaves, the system's not
It's
going to be tailored
tailor-made
for him.
because Van Dijk is there.
They could play Tsimikas.
Wait,
No.
what?
Mikis.
Who?
Where?
He plays left
He
back.
plays
man.
left back.
Oh, he's not
Nah.
CB. I don't know
Yeah.
ball.
No, they'd be okay with Konate plays on that side anyway.
Bro,
Konate plays on the right.
Okay, don't
it doesn't
compare
matter.
Konate
doesn't have aura.
And first of all,
Respect.
Oh,
Respect.
our guy. Wait, friend of the pod, Joe's still on the team. Gomez.
that guy's been on
Respect
team for
Joe
a fair
and Ibu, bro.
time.
Bro, Konate plays on the right.
Yes, it doesn't matter. I get that he plays on the right, but because Van Dijk plays more as a middle and they kind of shift as a team.
James doesn't know
Van Dijk
ball,
pushes
bro.
up.
James doesn't know
Van
ball.
Dijk, Trent pushes up.
James-
So now the argument is okay. Now Trent leaves, Van Dijk leaves. They keep Salah. That season's a wash.
Is that better for
Why
them?
are you keeping Salah on higher wages now that you know this season's gonna be a bust?
How's it going to be a bust?
Without Van Dijk and Arnold, if you guys are saying they're best players,
Honestly, if you're getting rid of Van Dijk, get rid of Arnold too. I wouldn't keep one or the other. I would keep Van Dijk, but
Well, they're both
And get rid of
they're
Trent?
both going in this scenario, are they not?
no, I'm saying if you're getting rid of Van Dijk, just get rid of
if
Trent.
you
Who
keep
cares?
Salah and you're dropping Van Dijk and Trent, is
Mhm.
is the league a bust or not?
Oh, why would it be a bust?
No, they could replace those guys. Like you could find a center back for cheap. That's
They're-
gonna.
They already
They
have.
could get Christensen.
They already have one elite
a good
center
player.
back. They already have a good right back, dude. When Bradley plays, Bradley's sick.
nice, yeah.
Bradley's a good player.
But
Not the same type of player
Trent.
as Trent, but he can do it. You can do the job, right? So it's like it's fine. Like, you can find another center back. You can find another right back.
So you would rather have Salah on your team?
If
If you had to choose one.
you asked me the question. I can
If you
only
had to choose
choose one
one,
of these
yeah.
4 players. I'm keeping Salah.
He's top 5 in Liverpool history.
He's probably
Yeah,
top
keep it
5
now-
in Premier League history.
Now, what do you think as a Liverpool, the team, them thinking, what player would they choose?
I mean, they
They
should
could only choose one.
they should choose Salah, but realistically speaking, like if you're thinking like a business person, you're gonna
Mhm.
think of like what is the best asset for me to keep, and that best asset to keep is Trent, because
Yeah.
Trent's the youngest player. He has like potential, resale value in the future, right? He also fits like the English, and scouting academy quota to the league as well. So I
Yeah.
think like if you're looking at an asset, he checks more boxes, but.
So
It's gotta be Salah.
wasn't
I
the plan?
agree.
Wasn't the plan to sell him off to Madrid? Or is
No,
that
Trent
is that-
wants to go to
Not selling off. That's if his contract finishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he wants to go to Madrid, right?
I don't
Kind
think
of.
Madrid will get him unless he's free. How Madrid are.
Yeah.
I also don't think he's gonna do anything at Madrid.
I think he'll be fine in Madrid, to be honest. I think he'd,
Carvajal's there.
No,
I
man.
think he'd be okay.
Yeah, but Carvajal's
That-
a different player compared to Trent.
Yeah,
think
That's what I'm
but
saying. If
also-
Carvalho's there, he's not gonna
Yeah,
play.
but Carvajal did it like what? His ACL?
Yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah, but also, dude,
Mm.
Early 30s.
we're like again, Trent needs good defenders around him, and we've seen how bad Madrid's defense has been recently.
You don't think Madrid have good defenders?
Man,
They've
they're all been lacking,
injured,
bro.
They're all
They're
injured.
They're never
lacking.
fit though.
Even when they're fit, they got
Yeah, but
exposed
he's
bare
not gonna be
times.
here when they're not fit. He's gonna be here next season when they're fit.
But they got exposed too, bro.
Natal won't.
Yeah. Next season?
I don't know. That's his second ACL tear, no?
Still gonna
Yeah.
be there.
It's the same knee?
I don't know.
Might be a longer.
Torres ACL again?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be a longer recovery this one than the last one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tough.
Animal.
But yeah.
And Bremer ACL tear.
Animal.
That situation with Salah and Liverpool is getting a little heated. And if it doesn't, if the fire doesn't get extinguished quick, it can really burn the house down. So we'll see.
I don't know. I think his priority should obviously be just focused on the league, man.
Well, that's what he said. I'm focused on the league. This can really be the season where they win the league. And who knows, bro, they're still undefeated. The Champions League, balling out in the Champions League. They have a big game against Madrid this week.
I would rest players if I were them.
You would rest
100%,
players?
bro. Like you said, they're undefeated in Champions League. What's a group stage match gonna matter? They have aren't they facing City or something?
They're facing Real Madrid.
No, I'm talking about the weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, they play
Yes,
City
they are
this week.
facing
Yeah,
City.
they play City. That's the more important
They
game.
probably will rest.
That's crazy. They're
100%
facing
I would
two
rest
big-
players against Madrid.
So while you're resting, Salah won't rest though. Salah's gonna play against both.
Yeah, he doesn't need to rest. He's fine.
He's built different.
He's fit, yeah. Really
He's
fit.
got a 6-pack.
Yeah, he's
Well,
good.
we've seen the history of Madrid and Liverpool. A lot of battles there. Ramos, Salah, going at it there. Obviously, Madrid winning that one season, Liverpool winning the other season, the other Champions League season. Who's winning that game?
Like Madrid, bro. I think if I were Liverpool, I'd rest players because this game isn't as important as their game against City at the weekend. So I'm going Madrid.
Also, Vinny's injured, hamstring injury, right?
Yeah, he's out for 3
Yeah.
weeks.
Out for 3 weeks. Rudiger's out. Danny Carvajal's
injured
out.
too.
Rodrigo's out.
with
Lucas
the
Lucas
stars.
is
Jeez,
out.
Vinny should step up, man. He scored some goals.
Oh, he's
He's
out.
injured.
He's
He's
out.
injured.
Oh,
he's
he's injured.
dude. Jeez,
So a lot of players are saying,
Mbappe.
a lot,
Mbappe's gotta
a
step
lot
up.
of players are saying, people are saying, Mbappe left wing, time to shine.
Jeez.
Is he gonna shine? I think he actually is
Yeah.
gonna shine this
Has
game.
to, bro. Yeah,
This is his.
No, this is
position.
his perfect time for him to shine and
Has to,
show.
bro.
If he balls out,
It's his
left wing?
position.
No complaints this time around, bro.
If he balls out as left wing, does he stay there?
I think so.
No.
I'm gonna say I think so because
You think so?
realistically, Mbappe's the one I would rather at left wing. If I had to, I saw this thing on TikTok. If we had, like, it's this. Okay, it's gonna sound weird.
Spit it out, man.
There's a game against aliens to save the world. You have to.
Is
You
this,
have to
is this
put
the
either-
Samsung show?
You have to put either Vini or Mbappe at left wing. Who you choosing?
Bro, aliens are gonna zap you and the game's done, bro.
No. Who you choosing?
Save the world?
At left wing, you have to choose Vini or Mbappe.
I don't want my world saved at that point.
Answer the question. Who are you
That's
choosing?
insane.
Mbappe still, bro.
Mbappe.
Mbappe.
So why would Mbappe not take over the role at left wing if he starts balling
Because
out?
Not his
Mbappe is
team.
better at striker than Vinny is at striker, and it's not Mbappe's team.
Why not play Jude up top? Worked last year.
where's
Ask
Ju-
Carlo,
where's,
bro.
where's Vinny going then?
Vinny can stay on the bench, man.
He's got 3
If he's not the
weeks.
best at his position, I'm not sure he doesn't deserve to play.
What?
Yeah.
If you're telling me Mbappe is better at Vinny in his position, does he deserve to play over Vinny, over Mbappe?
Yeah, but Mbappe can play striker better.
Can
than
he,
Vini
though?
Can. Yeah.
Can
Better than Vini
Mbappe play striker?
Better than Vini.
Has he been playing
He has
striker?
been
But
the-
the thing is, if you have all these good players, you want to try to accommodate them best that they can.
But if you have like Mbappe could be the best player in the world if you let him play his position. Right now they're not letting him play his position, so you're not going to get the best player in the world out of him.
Well, I guess we'll see in these next 3 weeks if he's the best player in the world.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I'm just saying. If he balls out in these next 3 weeks, then you have an argument.
He won't. Not a good player in my
Legacy
eyes.
3 weeks for Mbappe right here, bro.
Not a good player in my eyes.
That's
Who's not
good.
going to play in your IG?
Mbappe.
Why not?
All right, end
All right,
it, man.
that's how you end it.
End it.
Yeah. That's how you end a show, guys. I just say something blasphemous that they don't agree with, but it's my opinion, so I can say what I want.
Now I do what I want. Or end it off, man.
This is my platform. I can say what I want.
Yeah. End it
Yeah.
off, yeah.
Not wrong.
Thanks, guys. Really appreciate the kindness and generosity given towards us in recent weeks. All the love and support. It's been incredible, guys. Recently surpassed 10K on IG, which is pretty dope. Super
And-
fun.
And 70K on TikTok.
That's right. 70K on TikTok. So a lot of love. It's been awesome, guys. Had some cool interviews come out as of recent. So it's just been fun, man. And you guys are making it fun too. And if you stayed until the end, drop a comment, man. Send us a message on IG, because for the ones that stick it out all the way till the end, you guys are legends. So I want to give you guys the love you deserve. So thanks a lot from the bottom of my heart.
That's lovely.
Oh, you cry.
That's emotional, man.
But yeah, man, you know who we are.
What do you call it, man?
Cowboys.
This.
And with that, we out.
Later. Deuces.
See ya.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Bang, bang, bang.